welcome back to Math with McKay. All right, so today our focus is going to be modeling fraction division. I know that can get a little crazy from time to time, so it will be of your best bet to kind of just focus in and pay attention. All right, here we have this question, and it says, John has 1 1/2 gallons of liquid fertilizer concentrate. Each batch of fertilizer requires 3/4 a gallon of liquid fertilizer concentrate. How many batches can John make? The problem is asking how many batches John can make. Each batch is using 3/4 a gallon of concentrate from 1 1/2 gallons of concentrate, all right? So the first thing we want to do is we want to actually represent the gallons of concentrate that we already have, all right? So it says that we have 1 1/2. 1 is a whole number. And then, so we need one whole box, right? Then we need to draw another box because we have half of that box. So this entire thing here would be shaded. Then we would go ahead and we would split this up. All right, we would split that up into 2. And we don't have the entire thing shaded in because we don't have all of it. So this right here, these two represent 1 1/2, all right? After we do that, we then need to go ahead and continue from there, right? It says that, based off of the question, if you look at the question, it says that each batch requires 3/4 of the fertilizer, right? In order for it to work, of the concentrate. Let me go ahead and get the correct wording. It says, each batch of fertilizer requires 3/4 gallons of liquid fertilizer concentrate, all right? So we have 1 1/2 gallons of liquid fertilizer concentrate. Now, each batch of fertilizer requires 3/4 of what we already have. So now we need to go ahead and we need to divide both of these into 4. I know before I told you, make sure you break it up according to columns and rows. But in this case, it's not going to work the same. We just need to go ahead, and this is the only time that I will give you the okay to go ahead and 4 sections in it, right? And we'll see why when we get through with it. So now it says 3/4. So what we need to focus on is for every 3 out of the 4. So here we have a total of 4, but we only need 3 out of those 4. So this represents 1 batch. All right? Then we go over to the next one. We count this one here, this one, this one, and this one. That's a total of 4. But of the 4, of course, you only got to focus on what's shaded. You only need 3 out of those 4. So here we'll have out of the 4. How many groups were we able to make? I did 1 in green and then 1 in red. So that gave us a total of 2 groups. Now let's see this when we actually do this using our piece of paper and doing it manually, okay? So we'll go ahead and we will convert 1 1/2 into a improper fraction. Remember, we multiply denominator times whole number, which in this case gives us 2. 2 plus 1 gives us 3. So this is 3/2, right? 3/2 divided by 3/4. Okay? So then we would go ahead and convert this to a multiplication problem. 3/2 times 4/3 is equal to numerator times numerator, which is 12, denominator times denominator, which is 6. Then we can go ahead and simplify this. How you simplify it is you divide 12 divided by 6. Same exact answer we got when we worked it out using division, okay? Not a problem. Don't judge my circle. It's not that perfect, all right? Here's the next question. If a serving is 1/2 of a chocolate bar, how many servings are in 7/12 of a chocolate bar. First thing we have to do is we actually have to take our chocolate bar. So this circle is going to represent your chocolate bar, right? We're going to take this and we're going to break it up into 12. 6 lines is going to give me. So we have a total of 12 individual pieces, right? So of those 12, based off of the question we had, we only need 7. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now we take that 7, right? Because it says half. So the question we have here is 7/12 divided by 1/2. Okay? So then we go ahead and we only focus on the half here, right? This is representing, we're trying to figure out how much is in this section right here, right? But of course, that we gotta get everything in there. So all 7 out of that 12, okay? Now one of these is going to be worth 1 out of 6 here. 1 out of 6. So we go 7/12 times 2/1, which is giving me 14. Here we have an improper fraction. How many times can 12 go into 14? How many is left over? 12. We simplify it to 1. How we got that? Here, this represents 1 serving, right? And then this, 6. Hence, 1 and 1, 6. All right? So what you would do is that for every one of these, of course, you're only counting. So here and here, that's 1, right? So you only need 1 out of the 2. Here and here, you only need 1 out of the 2. With these 2 across, they're the same. You only need 1 out of the 2. With those 2, you only need 1 out of the 2. With those, you need 1 out of the 2. With these, you need 1 out of the 2. But this one still has to be counted because it was shaded in. All right? And that is how we would go ahead and model fraction division. All right?